Welcome back to a brand new PTCG live video. Today I'll be showcasing the new Stevens Metagross EX from the newly released Battle Rival decks. So with that being said, let's get into the deck list. Let's see which new cards we'll be running. So we do have the 4 copies of the Stevens Beldum, the 2 copies of Stevens Metang, and then the 3 copies of Stevens Metagross EX for that ability X boot, which is really good, where once during your turn you can search out your deck for a Psychic and Metal energy and attach them to your Psychic and or Metal Pokemon in any way you like. And then we do have the Metal Stomp for our Oni attack. With the 1 Metal 2 colorless, we can do 200 base damage with this attack. And then we do also run the 1 copy of the Lillie's Clefairy EX for that Fairy Zone ability, where the weakness of your opponent's Dragon-type Pokemon is now Psychic-type. So then we can easily take those 1-hit KOs on stuff like Dragapult EX. With this Full Moon Rondo attack, we can do 20 base damage and then 20 more damage for each bench Pokemon for both you and your opponent. And then we do run the 2 copies of the Munkidori here for that ability Adrenaline Brain. Once during your turn, if you have a Dark Energy attached to Munkidori, we can move over 3 damage counters from one of our Pokemon over to one of your opponents. And then lastly, we do have the 1 copy of the Stevens Carbink here for that Stone Palace ability. As long as we have Stevens Carbink on our bench, our Stevens Pokemon will take 30 damage less. And then moving on to the trainer cards, for our stadium cards, we do run the 2 copies of the Granite Cave, where Stevens Pokemon in play take 30 damage less from your opponent's Pokemon. And then for our supporter cards, we have the 4 copies of Arven, where you can search out your deck for an item card and a tool card. The 2 copies of Black Belt's Training, where you can do an extra 40 more damage to your opponent's active EX. The 2 copies of Boss's Orders for gusting up one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. The 2 copies of Iono for draw support as well as hand disruption. And then for our ace spec, we do have the Hero's Cape. We can have this attached to a Pokemon to get extra 100 more HP. And then we do run the 2 copies of the TM Evolution. Ideally, we do want to go second on the first turn of the game so that we can use this TM Evolution and evolve up 2 of our benched Pokemon. And then for our energy cards, we got the 2 Dark Energies for Munkidori, the 5 Metal Energies, and the 4 Psychic. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into some games here. Let's see. And they have us go first. Really not the most ideal. But we do pick up Buddy Poffin and Nest Ball and Earthen Vessel. This would have been really good going second. I got Drifloom. So it looks like both of our Dark Energies got prized here. The Earthen Vessel. Yeah, looks like they're gonna go for item lock Bidoo here. And they even put the Bravery Charm secret box. So, I wonder what supporter card they're going to get. Maybe Research? No, they don't get no supporter card at all. Buddy Poffin and Artisan. They get the double Ralts. Okay. Oh wow, they use Iono. So there goes Arven to the bottom of the deck. And we can't even use the Ultra Ball, so maybe we can just use Iono reshuffle here. can't use Rare Candy. Nice, we get Team Evolution. That works for me. Get the Metagross and Metang. See, the Ultra Ball. So I wonder if they'll go for TM Evolution or not. They already used 2 Ionos to get Curlia. And they even discarded their Turo in the beginning. They put Curlia down. Yeah, they just go for item lock again. And let's go into Metagross and let's Gust, I guess, to Curlia. That is kind of a big problem for us. Because once they have Gardevoir, that's pretty bad. Maybe we get Dark Energy. Yeah, and there it is. There's a Dark Energy. Oh wow, Fezandipiti. Basically right on time. Only 3 Psychic Energies in the discard. They pick up 2 more. They might Ultra Ball them away. There's another Curlia. And they Nest Ball for Ralts. Yeah, they're discarding the 2 Psychic Energies. Probably for... They don't get anything? Maybe both of their Gardevoirs are prized. That could be a scenario here. The Iono. Yeah, let's use the X-Boot, get the 1 medal at least, and then knock out the Badoo. Kind of bad we lost that Dark Energy to the deck when they used Iono. We get Psychic. So 2 Dark Energies and the Psychic got prized. They go into Curlia. So very likely they will have the Gardevoir. If they don't, that means they got prized or something. Yeah, they even have Bravery Charm. They use Iono again. What is that, the 3rd one? Yeah, that's like the 3rd one they've gone through in their deck. Dark Energy. Flip the script. We're still in a pretty good position. Better than them, at least. Because we got 2... well, at least 1 Stage 2 Pokemon and 1 Stage 1. The Earthen Vessel. Another Psychic in the discard, so that's what, 3, 6. That's most likely all their energies almost. Yeah, they just concede here. Nice, we do win it. So let's go second here. Have our opponent go first. Okay, all we get is Mew here. Still need an energy card. They mulligan. Looks like there's gonna be Greninja with Pidgeot. Maybe Blaziken. So they took 2 mulligans here. So yeah, all we need here is the TM evolution. Earthen Vessel. Looks like they have a pretty bad starting hand. I can get rid of their Rare Candy for Psychic and Water. Wow, we even pick up the Arven. Oh no, let's get Nest Ball. Hero's Cape. No, the TM evolution. And then we get Carbink. Okay, they pick up Greninja, Rare Candy pretty early. It looks like they had it all in their starting hand. They go for Shinobi Blade. So this is a pretty good time to use Iono here. Nothing to really Night Stretch or anything, so... Then they got 4 cards. Beldum. Should we put it on the bench? I don't know, I guess, yeah, let's go for that Iono. Hopefully, Ultra Ball, Metagross. Okay, we do get Ultra Ball. Yeah, let's go for the X boot. We basically built up Metagross, or Metagross, and then let's restart for 2. Yeah, let's just go for the image. Nothing too crazy. I'm kind of afraid they're gonna use the Mirage Barrage here. But it seems like Greninja's their only Pokemon. If they don't bench anything, they'll just lose and they'll bench back up. Okay, never mind. They benched 2 basics. 3 basics. Do they have the last energy card? Because they can do quite a lot of damage from Mirage Barrage. They can like take out the Mew EX, take 2 prizes, and then knock out one of the other Pokemon, take 3 prize cards in just 1 turn. They do find it. And they play Crispin also, so I'm guessing they're just gonna build up the other Froakie. They get Psychic and Water probably. Yeah. That's pretty bad. What can we Ultra Ball for here? I'd just say... Oh no. Let's first get Arven for the Nest Ball. Oh wow, we don't have any Nest Ball actually. Grab Hero's Cape. Ultra Ball. Is Fezandipiti in the deck? It is. Let's go for Flip the Script. Maybe we should try and have this Clefairy in play also. Say they go into Pidgey here. Let's see what they do here. They have Mimikyu, Marill. Hopefully they don't try to wall us out. We still have the Counter Catcher and bosses in the deck. Grand Tree. So they're gonna probably get Pidgeot down in my opinion. Then they can start using Quick Search. Yeah, there's Pidgeotto. And Pidgeot, yeah. Yeah, they Quick Search. I wonder what they're gonna go for here. Because I feel like it's kind of tough to build up the Froakie. They would need like a Crispin, but they already played a supporter. Yeah, they do go into Mimikyu, so they are kind of like running out of options. I guess we'll go for probably the Iono here. Kind of wish we had Arven. Do we still have Counter Catcher? Yeah, we should have. Oh, wow, 3 Arvens in the discard. Yeah, we got nothing for Grand Tree. I know, let's get rid of it. Let's go for... Yeah, let's go for the Iono. Hoping we can get the Counter Catcher. Okay, we don't. Let's see, is there anything Night Stretcher? Not really. Yeah, let's just knock out Mimikyu. So yeah, there goes a chance to use Counter Catcher. Now we'll be prized. The prize trade will be tied. Beldum. Yeah, they go into their pivot. Oh, there's Fezandipiti. Yeah, I feel like there's really not much they can do. Even if they get Greninja, we do have Clefairy, who can easily take a one-hit KO on Greninja. Did they use Quick Search? No, they didn't even use Quick Search yet. Okay, they do now. I wonder what they're gonna get. Just Frogadier. Interesting. Yeah, so that's probably what they searched out. Yeah, they just go into Pidgeotto. Yeah, I don't know, I think they're just playing slow at this point. It doesn't take this long to make a move to attach water energy. They pass. Okay, they only got 3 cards in their hand. Yeah, can't use the counter catcher. I know. Ultra Balls are done. Let's use Super Rod. See, Pokegear. Yeah, back into Pidgeot. Was that our first switch? No, that was our second one. So we're done for switching options. Hopefully maybe Pokegear will help us find a good supporter card. Yeah, 4 Arven, 2 Ionos. That's all the Arvens and Ionos in the deck, actually. See, they quick search. I'm guessing they're either going to go for Iono or research here. Okay, no, it looks like they probably picked up Greninja. Ooh, they do Gustus for Fezandipiti. Ooh, yeah, they do take a 1-hit KO on Fezandipiti with Greninja. It looks like they're getting the Azumarill ready for the next turn. I don't know. Kind of wish we had just one more damage counter. No, I'm gonna go into Metagross. I feel like if we don't take the win here, we basically lose. Nothing on the Pokegear. See, flip the script. Wow. Wow. Well, let's just retreat out. Something tells me they have the Azumarill. I can literally just use the quick search there. Oh no, wait, those were the last 2 prize cards actually. Okay, we do have a mulligan here. So yeah, we did win the coin toss and we decided to go second for this game here, and we had at least 1 mulligan. So let's see what we're up against. Okay, all we get is the Mew. At least we get an energy card and Buddy Poffin. So even though we didn't get the Arven, we basically got all of the cards we needed. That's if we already used Arven, so not too bad. Okay, looks like it's gonna be Roaring Moon EX. Gonna be pretty interesting. Perilous Jungle. So they already got the Poison and Squawk. They Carmine. Okay, they discard 2 Sadas of Vitality, so pretty good for us. We'll make it tougher for them to set up here. The Ultra Ball. 4. They get rid of Pokegear and Earthen. For Petron, so now they got the free switch in. So I don't know, this is gonna be kind of hard. That Roaring Moon has that automatic KO with the Frenzied Gouging. We would need Black Belt's training to knock out the Roaring Moon, assuming they don't have Capsule. Or Bravery Charm. See, the Ultra Ball. Probably for Mew EX, maybe. No, they get the single prize Petron. That's looking kind of bad. Because they're gonna do... Yeah, they're gonna knock us out. So basically what we need is Munkidori, the Dark Energy, but then again if we attach to Munkidori, we won't be able to attack. I don't know, maybe let's gust up Petulant here. Restart for 2. Yeah, we'll get Metal because we're running pretty low on Psychic. I think it's gonna be a pretty tough game. TM Evo and Switch. Nothing useful at all. They go into Roaring Moon. Yeah, of course they go for French Gouging. Play Pokegear. I guess let's pick up Arven. Get Buddy Poffin, Hero's Cape. Yeah, we basically have to like try and rebuild here. Yeah, let's restart for 2. Yeah, I guess let's put down Carbink. And let's counter catcher their Brute Bonnet. Yeah, let's take out the Roaring Moon. This is a pretty interesting game. I don't know if we can actually take the win. Iono. Yeah, I think both of our Metangs are... Or maybe there's one, maybe? Let's just see. Yeah, there's none in the deck. So why did I think we had 2? Oh yeah, they're both in the discard, actually. See, they play Pokegear. So it's almost like basically the whole board got wiped almost, where nobody has anything really set up. They pick up Carmine with the Pokegear. Yeah, and they're gonna draw 5. But there's an Ancient Capsule in there in the discard now. They Night Stretcher for Roaring Moon back. Yeah, so that did buy us some time here. Ultra Ball. Not really what we're looking for. Let's move the damage to the moon, because then when we do 200, it'll be a one-hit KO. I don't know, maybe let's go for the switch out. into Mew. Oh wow, we pick up Rare Candy now. You know what, let's just pass. See, they play Pokegear. Because I don't really want to use Iono, because next turn we can just Ultra Ball Iono and then whatever card we get and get Metagross. Yeah, they pick up Sada. What were the odds that get Sada here? Because that would be their, what, their third one, I believe? Yeah, that's a third one. But then again, their deck is pretty much dwindling down to nothing. They only got 14 cards. Second energy on Roaring Moon. I feel like no matter what, we're in a really good position here. Because we can either gust up the Roaring Moon or the Squawk now. Yeah, and they don't even take a knockout this turn. See, let's use the X boot. So that thins out the deck a little bit, makes the restart a little stronger. Can we pick up a boss here? No chance. Yeah, there's one in the Discord. Now let's put out the Granite Cave. Is there anything in Night Stretcher? Not really. Yeah, I think we're just gonna pass here because there's not much we can do. Wow, another Sada. See, they go for energy switch to Munkidori. Yeah, I'm just waiting until we can find a boss here. Nothing really a Night Stretcher here. I know, maybe get Metagross. Come on, 16 cards, let's draw 2. Wow. Yeah, let's just pass. Wow, all just because we can't find boss. They put out Perilous Jungle. Yeah, pretty insane how many turns we got to buy with just gusting that Brute Bonnet. And even off of Iono, we still don't get a boss. Something tells me maybe it's prized. They move damage over. Onto Carbink. And... Yeah, let's Ultra Ball both cards away for... I don't know, Fezandipiti maybe? And that's 13 cards. Restart for 3. No, no, let's super run. I don't know, maybe we should just go for the knockout here. Because they still need 3 prize cards. I just think the boss is probably prized or something. Let's just get rid of this brute bonnet. There's like no point to just drag this out so long. Arven. They go into Roaring Moon. Did we move damage counters over? I think we did. Yeah, we did move damage counters. I honestly think boss is just prized, because, you know, it's just one in this card. Yeah, they move 30 damage to Munkidori. They got another Brute Bonnet. I don't know why they put that on the bench. Secret Box, okay. Yeah, but no matter what, I feel like I only got 6 cards in the deck, then I didn't get 4 out of the 6 cards. There's really nothing they can do here. They get Boss and Capsule. I guess I'll boss the Metagross with the Hero's Cape. Clefairy. Okay, let's go for the flip the script. Yeah, I just concede here. Well, those are all the games. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.